Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl. A dramatic spell of weather to take us through the New Year period as some powerful storm systems move their way across the country. A big contrast of temperature will be around for a while, but an increasing likelihood that a substantial cold spell takes us onwards into the start of January. Let's run the sequence for the freezing level story then for the days ahead, and starting early on Monday, and that sharp temperature boundary is across Scotland with northern areas sub-zero from quite low elevations upwards 300 metres or so in northern areas, but across the southern highlands you're above freezing to the highest tops by a good few degrees, and that will really dictate local variations in rain or snow during Monday. If anything, that zone just shuffles southwards a bit for a while through the daytime, so the freezing level dropping perhaps sharply across even more central parts of the Highlands for a while, but that zone will tend to drift back further northwards overnight and into early Tuesday. So for a while on New Year's Eve daytime you may even be above freezing to most high tops in Scotland, but that level will drop again into the evening, and possibly a sharp drop of freezing level sinking southwards even further into northern England through into New Year's Day daytime. That's going to be quite a complex situation then as a powerful weather system moves through, so watch the detail in the forecast, but it's highly likely that during New Year's Day most or all of Scotland the terrain is frozen from the lowest elevations upwards. Northern England is not too far from that as well, and for Wales that story may fluctuate quickly, but by late in the day New Year's Day and everywhere is down below freezing to low elevations, and that's where it will stay for a good few days forwards most likely, with some hard frosts into the valleys and the glens, terrain then frozen extensively, and all the mountains will likely have some snow cover as well. The snowfall accumulation map goes like this, and no surprise there's snow on the ground across northern Scotland during Monday, and that will expand further south across the Highlands later on in the day, and some substantial depths developing over northern mountains through onwards into New Year's Eve daytime. Things will fluctuate a bit further south with a mix of snow and rain at various elevations across the Highlands. Take things on into New Year's Day, and although there'll be a bit of uncertainty on the positioning of weather systems, it's highly likely that snow develops and accumulates substantially across northern England and southern Scotland by this stage into North Wales as well. And if you just run the chart further onwards into the weekend too, you'll see how snow on the ground will stay put right the way through Friday into Saturday and most likely into Sunday as well, as all terrain is frozen and the weather pattern does remain cold, the potential even for some further snow even much further south. The pressure charts for the days ahead are looking very active, with a slow-moving frontal zone across Scotland initially, with high-intensity rainfall giving concerns for flooding across west and southwestern parts of the Highlands, with snow further towards the north. New Year's Eve sees a deep area of low pressure coming in from the Atlantic, and that's bringing extensive upland gales, stormy conditions across the mountains widely, rain extending southwards over England and Wales as well. Really a turbulent, disturbed chart as we head towards New Year's Eve evening. One area of low pressure moving away eastwards, another potentially developing deep low coming in rapidly from the southwest through into early New Year's Day. Uncertainty of the exact detail of that one, but a potential severe day pretty widely again, with rain, snow and stormy conditions from lower elevations upwards. At this stage, most likely Scotland is in the very cold air, and temperatures on the higher summits could well be down to -8 or 9 by this time. That system sweeps away eastwards into Thursday, and we're opening then the door to that northerly flow and very cold air that will then stay in place for several days forwards. Snow and hail showers focused on north-facing regions. The strongest of winds will ease, so conditions improving considerably. Some sunshine will be around away from those showers. High pressure trying to just build in from the west, again just maybe quietening things down a bit toward the weekend, but we maintain that cold flow of air coming in from the north. The detail of the charts by this stage less certain, but most likely the very cold conditions persisting onwards into the weekend. Some hard frosts overnight into the valleys and the glens as well. The risk of snow most likely over northwest Scotland if we're just seeing that train of showers or some more frequent precipitation coming in here. Much more uncertainty though in detail by that time. Now, for a while it looked like this colder episode could be quite short-lived at the start of the new year, but many indications are starting to build this in for a longer period onwards through early January. High pressure showing signs of building toward the northwest of us would block the progress of any returning milder Atlantic flows, and could well sustain a cold and wintry spell further forwards through the early and middle part of January. Interesting times ahead. Do stay safe if you are heading out and about. Next video for you on Thursday. Do have a very enjoyable new year. That is your fleeting view in association with Petzl.